Hello and welcome to my base race build for February. I nearly said March. Jumping the gun, aren't I? Right, here we are. This is Memory Lane, and I've decided to take you down a little walk down Memory Lane. This is my kind of composition of little snippets that I remember from when I used to visit my grandmother when I was quite young, probably up to the age of 7. And yeah, she lived in a Kentish town on the southeast coast of England, of course. And yeah, we used to go visit her fairly regularly. She lived almost on the beach. She was about, 150 metres, yards, whatever, off the beach. And yeah, so we used to come and really enjoy the beach life here. It was a very long, shallow beach, much more pebbly than I'm able to do in Minecraft. The gravel is to represent the pebbles, but we used to spend a lot of time just beach combing, I suppose, looking for stones with holes in particular, because we always thought that they were kind of magical and would bring us good luck. Yeah, it was a typical seaside town, and the things I remember most about it were walking down the promenade, which was lined with the ornamental gardens, much longer than this. The beach used to stretch both ways, long distance. It was a nice long beach. And the main things I remember would be walking on the pier. Now, this is nothing like it really, because there's a big theatre in front of the pier here. And when I was little, it's not there anymore, but there was a building just a little way along, the pier pavilion, and that had not an ice rink, a roller skating rink. Not that I ever went on it, but what I really remember was the penny arcade. I used to love coming here. Yeah, probably spent too long playing in here. Obviously, yeah, it was much bigger than this, and the machines, yeah, they were kind of similar. We used to have the slot machines, which I have here. Just pull the handle and the three things would whiz round. That's where the money would come out, if we were lucky, which we rarely were. Yeah, and pinball. These are the pinball machines, and here you've got the buttons that you work either side, and these are where the flippers are to flick the ball around. This one's a little different runs, and another one. They're the bookcases behind there. 3 bookcases, coal blocks. But yeah, what else have we got? The other slot machines. Oh, fortune teller. Know your fortune. We used to have these scary machines that had these strange model women or woman in that, a bit like a witch really. Used to frighten me half to death. So I never used to play on these, but you used to go in a little booth like this, and there would be this strange little mannequin-y thing, and it would tell your fortune. But here you just have to walk in and the book opens and reads you your fortune. So there we are. But my favourite machine of all of the penny arcade were the ones with I forgot what they called them. I think they were something like penny cascade, where you'd slide an old penny piece, which was quite big. It's like a tuppenny bit now. It would slide down there into the machine, where there'd be hundreds and hundreds of coins, just almost tipping over the edge. And the idea was that your coin would be the one that would make everything tip down and give you the whole load of cash. Of course, it very, very rarely fell. But I still love those machines. And I thought the iron ore works quite well, looking like coins just piled up there. So yeah, that's my penny arcade. And of course, the other thing that we used to love doing was getting fresh fish daily. Yeah, fish and chips to eat on the beach. Fantastic. So in here we've got our fish and chip shop. This is the cash register, of course. This is very old times. We're talking about the middle of the 60s. Yes, I'm that old. So here I've got my iron blocks to be like fridges. And my hoppers are the fryers, you know, one for fish and one for chips. And this is the menu and the prices. So yeah, we have some of our glass here. Our oak, most of the oak, yes, all of the oak I think is used in this building. And this is the doormat to wipe our feet on, my bricks block. Yeah, okay, so they're the main things that I remember about the beach. Oh yeah, there's some more of the gold. I use the gold. It's kind of like the owners of the establishment are trying to insinuate that you'll get rich playing on these machines, but of course you won't. Yeah, he's the only one who's going to get rich. But yeah, so we used to spend a lot of time walking the length of the beach and playing in the sand and the pebbles especially. Now there was a very long pier, and I haven't built the whole thing because it's been a long time since it has been a complete pier. It was dismantled during the war because it was a very, very long pier, and it was heading out towards France. And there was a real fear that the Germans would use it as a landing point to invade. So they blew it up in 2 places, and it was never quite the same after that. The town was compensated after the war, but it wasn't enough to properly repair it. But the one thing that I used to be fascinated by, and I was never able to come and see it myself, but I could see it from the shore, even though this pier was immensely long. It was about 1 kilometre long. Yeah, about 1,100 metres, something like that. There was a building, the original building that greeted the passenger steamboats that used to come bring people visiting the town. They would come in passenger steamboats, land at this end of the pier, and there was this lovely building that I never saw. I could only glimpse it from the distance because we were never allowed this far. The pier was in too bad a repair, so we couldn't come and visit it. But this is my Minecraft approximation of what it looked like in its glory days. Now, I don't think it would have looked like this even in my childhood days, but yes, that was kind of like the original design of it. And here you can see I've got a lot of the diorite. Yeah, I've used cobble. I've got wool, of course. What else have I used? The dark oak planks. Inside I've used some of the birch. And as we walk around here, you'll see that this side is showing what it looks like now. Very dilapidated. It's been pretty much condemned to sit here forever until it falls into the sea, because it is too dangerous, and the elements have taken their toll. And it is a pretty sad sight, really, which is a shame because it was a beautiful building in its day, I'm sure. But it was always something that fascinated me as a kid when I could see that there was this building way off in the distance. But yeah, it's in a very poor state of repair now, and I don't suppose that's ever going to change. But yeah, so this is my imagination really as to what it would be like, and what it was like originally. Going from photos, it was built long time back in the 1860s, 70s, something like that. So it's a very old building, but definitely looking worse for wear nowadays. So yeah, that's my build. Oh, that's probably the last thing. The redstone blocks are 4 buoys around this pier head. You can't see it from here. Let's have a look. There we go. One there. One at each corner, really. And one over there. Yeah, I think you probably would have glimpsed. I didn't point out everything, but yes, I have used everything in the build that was on the list. And yeah, so it's a little slice of memory lane from when I used to go and visit my grandmother at the seaside, which was always a treat. Okay, well, thanks very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my build, and I shall be seeing you very soon for the March base race, which has just been announced today. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to watching all of your videos. Okay, thanks again. Bye.